What's up, guys? Welcome back to It's the Roundtable Podcast. I am your host, I am Brian Bonnie. Ayos ba tayo dyan? This podcast is your perfect partner balancing work and life one episode at a time. Join me as we navigate adulting. Sometimes growing up sucks, but we love it. Hey, to another episode of It's Roundtable Podcast. Happy Saturday. So there, again, I'm your host. I'm Brian Bonnie. Welcome back to It's Roundtable Podcast. And before we start, please don't forget to click subscribe and click follow on your Spotify and Apple Podcast app para naman on our next episode ay magkabanding-bandingan tayo. And for this episode, mga ka-tables, this is an unusual episode to all of us because first time natin magkakaroon ng guest na feeling ko mas bagets pa sa akin. Naiinis ako. Parang ang sarap kurutin. So there, mga ka-tables, please help me introduce one of the writers of NU The National and the Vice President for Members Development of Society of Second Language Educators, of course, from National University. Let's all welcome Weni Llorca. Hi, Weni.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Call me Bonnie. Wag mo na akong tawaging Sir Bonnie or cute Bonnie. Wag na po. Bonnie na. How are you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm a bit terrified nga kasi yung laptop ko is updating. So I have to deal with my mobile phone today.
Technicalities nga naman. Pero it's fine. I think at least ngayon mas malapit yung phone mo. Mas kita yung selfie face mo. So, that works.
I hope so.
It So Weni, can you tell us more about what's Camilo Osias Arts Festival?
Okay. So Camilo Osias Arts Festival or the CAMAF is a national competition that will appraise the skills of senior high school and college students from different parts of the country in various fields of arts, specifically in journalism. The theme of this year's CAMAF is amplifying the role of campus journalists towards press liberty amidst pandemic. So this event is composed of two events, the main events and the other events. So for the main event, which is the Camilo Osias Search for 10,000 Outstanding Student Journalists, or the CSTOSJ, the main event will hold 3 writing events on the field of news, editorial, and sports for all participating senior high school students. And on the other events, which is the photojournalism, the editorial cartooning, and flash report. So these events are open for all college and senior high school students from different areas of the country.
Awesome. Forgive me, Camilo Osias pala. Bakit ko sinasabi Oasis? Camilo Osias Arts Festival. So Camilo Osias, right? Camilo Osias is a person, right?
Yes.
There. So for today's topic, together with Benny, since nasa journalism side na tayo of the discussion, I really wanna introduce the topic to where people can understand what is the role of today's media. I want to emphasize the word today's media because growing up, media really evolves to so many forms or so many platforms na kaya na natin gawin or kaya na nating absorb. Kaya ako gusto i-focus on today's media only because we have quarantine. Media evolves and learn to adapt to that certain circumstance na meron tayo ngayon. And today's media, because we want to focus on the social media as well and to how the students and us young adult really adapt or use today's media to our day-to-day basis. So Weni, let me ask you a few questions that can lead us to a more in-depth discussion of the topic about. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. So I guess my first question, Weni, is bakit ba nating pinag-uusapan? What is the importance of us putting this topic about? Bakit natin kailangan i-define yung media today?
Because I think media is very broad per se, and media play the crucial part since the beginning of it, and until today, especially we are facing pandemic, media is one of the way that people at home can connect to the world and can be informed on what is really happening outside.
So now my next question, Wen, in your school, do you have any like protocols or rules na sinusunod na okay, pagdating dito, bawal ilabas or ito lang yung pwede nyong gawa ng article dun sa newspaper nyo?
I think sa mga ganyang issue naman is nakakapag-publish pa rin kami.
Mhm. Sa lahat ng ginawa mong article or hindi naman sa ginawa mo, sige, sa pinublish nyo ng mga articles sa school nyo, ano yung pinaka sa tingin nyo expressive?
I remember those times na yung about dun sa police and may binaril siyang magnanay.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes,
Ito ba yung,
I
correct me if I'm wrong, ito ba yung ito yung sasabihin ko example kasi feeling ko ito yung maaalala ng mga listeners natin. Ito yung may kantang To Anyone.
I'm not familiar to.
Ay, hindi ba yun yun? Yung parang kumanta siya tapos binaril siya ng pulis.
Okay, okay, okay. Yung
Yun yun,
I
di ba?
don't care. Oo,
Oo. Yun yun?
okay, okay. Oo.
Okay. Sige, go ahead.
Ah, Nag-release kasi ng isang cartoon yung aming publication. And
Mhm.
then parang we receive a lot of criticism on the comment section, na ganun. And we almost got threats, especially on on our correspondent on that article.
Threats? What kind of threats are we talking about here?
Parang sinasabi na bakit hindi na lang tayo manahimik, ganun-ganon, pagpaubaya sa ano. And I think parang hindi naman sa pag-aano sa mga ibang mga ganong tao, pero napaka-ano kasi nila, close-minded.
I mean kasi, 'di ba? I mean that's the role of the publication of the national, 'di ba? To give awareness or to help the community or the platform itself na media to become as their amplifier to reach more audience. Eh kung yung the national is doing their job, just doing their job, 'di ba, amplifying the news to the students, I think there's nothing wrong with that. Pero Weni, bakit kaya pinublished ni The National or nyo yung article na yun? I mean, of course, I know the reason is it's one of the isa siya sa mga trend story that time, right? Talagang pag-uusapan siya ng lahat. Pero meron pa bang ibang reason aside from that?
Uh, it is to I think it is ano kasi an editorial.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just to give an opinion on the side of the mother, the side
Mm-hmm.
of the
Mm-hmm.
the victim. So parang kasi 'di ba pag napag-usapan yung mga victim sa ganyang klase, parang iniisip ng ibang tao is nadudumihan na naman yung image ng especially the PNP.
Yeah.
And siyempre andun pa rin yung mga taong nagtatanggol sa kanila kahit na sabihin naman natin na may mali din
I
talaga.
agree. I agree. I agree. And thank you so much for putting that sa mga community nyo or sa followers ng The National. Because again, I just want to remind everyone that one of the roles of media nowadays is their accountability mechanism, meaning it raises important issues, to the community, to us, that stimulates our government to do an action. 'Di ba? Kung hindi naman yung mapopost sa social media, kung walang papansin ng issue na yon, feeling ko hindi siya bibigyan din ng pansin ng government. Hindi naman sa hindi, pero putting out there really stimulates our government to do an action more or to do an action quicker compared to what they're doing kung hindi siya ma-put out there, kung hindi siya pag-uusapan ng mga tao. And media is just doing their job. The National specifically, is just doing their job, putting that content na nasa labas. I mean, it's there naman na. Of course, everyone is talking about it. Nagkaroon lang kayo ng panibagong platform to talk about it on a creative way.
Yes, yes.
So now, Weni, what do you think is the greatest achievement of media, or maybe the national to be specific, amidst this pandemic?
I think the one of the achievements of media nowadays is to remain transparent on
Mm-hmm.
servicing the people with the truth, with justice, but also promulgating freedom on arts. And it also it didn't fail to inform us in our everyday basis kung ano ba talaga yung nangyayari, and walang pinapanigan, but to, you know, to deliver the truth lang, wala nang iba pa.
So now going back to Camilo Osias Arts Festival, um, what do you think CAMAF will contribute to us right now?
The event has also its relevance in today's world and today's setting.
Mhm.
It also can boost the confidence and passion that the students have towards elevating freedom through arts. And arts has its various forms naman where we can express ourselves, especially now that we are still in a pandemic. But this will not hinder us from promoting the truth and building solid foundation of mighty journalists who are critical thinkers and have brave hearts to fight for what is right.
I love that. I love that. Ako, kung nakikita mo, nag-note ako ng mga word. I love the word passion and solid foundation. I guess this episode, aside from talking about the role of today's media, me personally not knowing na yes, we are talking about young leaders, di ba? Na young people na eventually will become the greatest leaders of the world. And I love that Camilo Osias Arts Festival 2021 is helping and shaping that community, you guys, young leaders, and all the participants to really burn and fire the passion that they have in terms of journalism and in terms of putting out the truth to the world. So there ka tables and to our listeners, again, I am encouraging everyone na pasok sa requirements, wag naman kayo basta pasok ng pasok sa to join the Camilo Osias Arts Festival 2021. So thank you so much, Weni, for joining us and helping me and helping the listeners understand the real definition of today's media. And of course, for inviting us to join the CAMAF 2021. So Katables, again, I just want to remind you that media is a very powerful tool nowadays. And I can't wait to see the future of media and how it will evolve and how it will become better to all of us. So again, thank you so much for listening. Weni, if you have any last events maybe that you want to promote, or if you want to promote your social media, go ahead.
So, as a promotion for this event, so are you one of us with heart and passion and fostering civil liberties? Do you also have this enthusiasm for various arts like journalistic writing, photojournalism, cartooning, and broadcasting like a radio or TV reporter? Well, now is your chance to show off your skills and talents as the National begins its nationwide search for 10 outstanding student journalists at Camilo Osias Arts Festival 2021. So competitions under this event will all be held online and are open to all bona fide senior high school and college students nationwide. So to know more about the contest, hop on the National's Facebook page at NU The National. Don't miss out the chance to exhibit and appraise your gift in journalism. The registration will run until March 22nd, 2021. So join us and together let's elevate freedom through arts.
Great. Thank you so much, Weni. And that's it, Pansit. Thank you so much for listening. Bye. Wait. It's the Roundtable Podcast is releasing new episodes every Tuesday and Friday mornings. So don't forget to subscribe and follow on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And if you like this podcast that much, don't forget to follow and always be updated on all their self-improvement contents. Just search at It's the Roundtable Podcast on your favorite social media app. Don't forget to join the conversation by using the hashtag I am part of the table. Not to mention, we also have a YouTube channel where you can see and admire the face behind this podcast. That's it, Pansit. Ayos ba tayo dyan?
Yes, sir, mga kaibigan!